campanas.
Bells. It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock.
Right on time. Finally, we made it today. It's been kind of a crazy weekend. But here we are. Finally, we made it.
Yeah, we're cooking croquetas.
Yes, one of the best tapas you're going to find everywhere around Spain. And I think it's one of...
Well, it's a kid's favorite.
It's a kid's favorite. It's like...
They love it.
Nobody makes the better
Croquettes
than
than
your
your
grandma.
grandmother.
It's like, grandma's croquettes are the best. Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
So-
they are. But mine are good also.
Yes, they're very good. And we're not expecting to become grandparents in a long
please.
while.
No,
so
no. Not for a while, not for a few years.
So hi Linda, hi Susie. Good to see you. Okay, so
So.
shall we go?
Yes, let's start. It takes a while. I mean, it's something that is.
Yeah.
It's
not a
not a very quick recipe
Yeah.
like last week's recipe, but this is a super good one. So just take it easy.
So hi Janet, hi Jamie. How did the kids test go? They went very well. So yes, on Friday we were in Madrid doing searching for colleges, applying for colleges, for dormitories. So it's been like a crazy weekend
Yeah.
with hormones going up and down.
Hello, Janet.
Hi James. So it's
Yeah.
been crazy, but
Yeah.
fingers crossed in July.
All fingers, toes,
all
all
the fingers crossed, toes, finger, and the whole thing. On July 16th, we'll know if he has been accepted.
Or not? Yeah, in the one he wants.
Yeah, in Spain, you have to apply for 3 or 4, and you have to say which one is your
Favorite.
option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. So we want to option 1 would be one of the 2 in Madrid, but
We'll see. I mean, yeah, we have to wait a
Yeah,
little bit.
so-
It's a bit stressful, yes. It's quite stressful for
Yes,
us.
yes, yes. It's here. The applying for college is not. It's totally different from the United States and
Yeah?
the UK.
I don't know.
But it's fun. Okay.
It's fun for
Hi, Margarita Ángel de Mello.
Argel.
Margarita, pues, Brazil or
Argel de Mello.
Portugal with that last name. Portuguese
Margarita
heritage.
is in Portuguese.
Or Brazilian.
Yeah, but it's in
Okay,
Portuguese. Yeah,
whatever.
Too many years
Let's go.
together.
Yeah, too many years together. Okay, so let's go. Go ahead, you go first. So, hola Judy. Yes, let's close the windows because it's super hot right now in Spain. It's like,
So we leave it open and then close it?
I don't know. It's like crazy hot, but the sound outside, it's like terrible.
Do you want to...
Sarah's mother. Okay. Hola.
Who?
Margarita. Good. Hola, Ana. Hello, how are you doing? So, I always like to show my little decoration. What do I have here today? I have my ninjas cutting an ostrich egg. Why?
We don't know.
We don't know. Why not? Hola, and Lawrence from Warwickshire, or however you pronounce it. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we cooking today? Croquetas. So what do we have? I mean, if I show you like this, it's like, what on earth is going on here? So, for the mass, for the croquettes, from Portugal, from Porto. Okay. So, what do we have here? We have flour, we have butter, we have olive oil, and we have a lot of milk.
Milk and
The thing is that
salt.
salt, that is the basic to make. Hola Maider! ¿Qué tal está tu hija? Hola chiquis!
¿Qué Maider?
Maider, it's I train CrossFit with her.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
Minitor.
Minitor.
Yeah, she's super strong, she's super petite. Anyway, you can do with any flavor. Today we're gonna do them with Spanish ham. Okay, so that's super cool. And then on this part, what we have is for the crust. Okay, so you need 2 bowls with flour, a little bit of water, and some breadcrumbs. Okay, before you start, let me show you the quantities. Okay, so you can get to see them. Hola Jorge, you want croquetas? That's pretty cool. Well, you know we're waiting for you. Well, the biggest disappointment for us going to Madrid was not being able to go visit Jorge, our friend. So Jorge, we miss you. But hey, next time, hopefully we'll have a little bit of time. Whoops, wrong.
We'll be going to Madrid a few times, I think.
If he's accepted, trust me, we are going to be a pain in the...
Okay.
A pain. We're gonna be there so
Leave it
often.
here.
Okay, so shall we start?
Yes. So the way I make it
Okay,
is
wait.
the way I make croquettes. It's not the only way, but that's the way we use it here. So first thing I do is I heat the milk, 800 grams of milk, and I want it hot, so I'll make it to number 6 or 7. I have to control that, right? So you make it hot, and then what do we do here? We start.
The batter.
We put the butter and we melt it.
Okay.
You melt. You can do 2 things here. Just let it be. You make it white, okay, or you can toast the butter and give it a hazelnut flavor. But I'll just,
Melt it, or that's
melt
it.
it and that's it.
So, croquettes. Well,
Are you going to explain?
La,
I
yes.
think many people have croquettes.
I mean, croquettes are from everywhere, but here in Spain, it's like a religion almost.
Yeah.
Louder, please. Hi, no others, say louder, please. Yes, Margarita.
Yes, I will talk louder.
Thank you. Please let us know if sound or anything is not okay. Okay, so thank you very
I'm not very loud, so I'm sorry. Yes, let me know, please.
Yes, the thing is that, okay, when the camera is pointing to her, we don't know why the sound, the volume, goes loud, softer. But then when I talk, it's much higher. So it's like, I know you have to. So what you don't see is behind the camera, me doing, I know, higher.
Okay, so
Okay,
the butter is melt, and then we add olive oil. Well, if you don't have olive oil, just use whatever oil you have.
Sherry, you're right. I'm louder.
Yes, you're louder.
I am. Okay, and Sherry says, what is not a religion in Spain?
Food is a religion.
Yes, in Spain we always eat, so be more Latin, I know. Speak louder. Yeehaw!
I'm not very Latin. Yeah, true, it's true. Okay, so I added the salt here, right? Just because I want it.
No, because it needs salt.
Right, and then what I do is I'm going to add the flour. And one important thing about the croquettes, you have to fry the flour. Otherwise, it will taste of raw flour, and that is not nice at all.
Yeah.
Right?
So you really have to work it.
You have to work with it. And this is what the French call a roux. A roux.
Now we can practice to roll our R's.
You can practice.
roux.
Start practicing.
Sherry says that you need to find those square white dishes. They are from, how do you say it?
I don't know.
Oh, we bought them like, well, in fact, okay.
Villeroy.
Oh, Villeroy. So they are Villeroy and Bashed.
It's a whole crockery.
Yeah, it's the whole thing, the set.
Yeah, you can have a look.
I mean, look at this. We have the whole set.
Have the whole set.
The big glaze, the whole thing. Well, it took us like forever to buy them because they're
We have
expensive.
2. We have 24.
Yeah, and we have like...
We have 2 sets, yes. Because when we come together, on my side of the family, we are 20.
Yeah.
On your side, only 15.
Yeah, so we have both large families, so yeah. Service for 24, yeah, because here we have many. We have dinners of 24,
Well,
30.
Not
many,
Sevilla,
but yeah.
yeah.
We love eating, and we don't mind welcoming people home. I mean, really,
No,
it's super fun.
20 people is not awful.
It's not a bad thing. It's
No.
not like, for some people say, oh my God, 20 people for dinner.
We survive very easily.
An investment. Yes, it was an investment, Sherry. Buying all of this place. I mean, it took like 4 years or 5 years.
It took a while, but it's old. It's like...
I don't even know if they have them anymore. Look at this beauty.
Okay, so, right. Fine.
Sherry admires you.
Yeah.
I do too.
because I am cooking and you are retransmitting the whole thing. Right, okay, look. This is So it's been going on for a while. So it's already toasted. So what do? I heated the milk, and what I'm going to do is I'll put it all
Whoops, sorry.
hot, just about to boil. And then I will start, it's low. It's only at 0.2 or 3.
So in low temperature?
It's in low temperature, so it doesn't make like balls. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing with Sherry. She
What?
says that she loves your curls.
Ah, yeah. Thank you.
You know, Sherry, I envy her curls too.
Yeah, because you've got curly hair.
I wish I could be like, nope. Okay, look how fast it has thickened up. It's like, okay, you need to make a thick vegetable sauce.
Thick. It's thick.
Thick. The important thing is that it has, and it's like in no time. I mean, it's like, boom.
Yeah, only because I heated the milk, right?
I envy her hair, period. Yeah, if it was straight too, I wouldn't mind if it was curly or...
Okay, so you see it's just going out. It's coming out from the...
From the borders?
From the borders, right? So this means that it's cooked.
Okay. So,
Okay, let me try the salt.
well, you remember we could put in...
Yeah, but
Come on,
even so. Okay, the thing with what happens with croquettes? Croquettes is poor cooking.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Yeah, she's really a pro. I mean, she's a amazing cook.
What?
Well, I guess.
Okay, right. So this is cooked. It's done. We switch it off. And then once you have this, you can use whatever you want that you've got. It's all the leftovers. This is what you use.
Abby is asking if it's okay to use lard, manteca, en vez de aceite de oliva. It will give a lot of flavor.
Yes, I mean what you do with the fat is you control the flavor. So if you like the flavor of lard, it's okay. But what you will get is croquettes that are harder inside because the lard will make the dough harder, right?
Okay, thank you. Hola, Abby.
So
So what we were saying is that this is poor people's...
poor people's cooking, right? So what do you use? Nothing, like milk, flour, salt, and what you've got.
And then the leftovers...
No, the leftovers. This is not
Okay,
leftovers.
this is not leftovers. This is
But
ham bits.
Ham bits. What would happen before is that, well, in fact, my father still does it. We had ham, and we cut it. So the thing is that the little bits that stayed, they could be turned into croquettes. But you can use the leftovers of a roasted chicken, and you can use leftovers from cheese. And then you kind of start making, fancy croquettes, like with
Brie cheese.
with brie cheese, and then, croquettes are very fun because you can make whatever. So what we do is we make, how many, 200, 300 croquettes?
For Christmas? Yeah, about 300.
Because this is not the problem. The problem is what we're going to do now.
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
So the thing is that, as I know I'm saying, the croquettes, it's poor people's food, which means that you have the base, which is what we made, and then you add the flavor. The can be codfish, exactly, Margarita.
Codfish,
Okay,
fantastic.
she's Portuguese, from Porto, of course,
Yeah.
codfish.
Codfish with persil.
Yes,
And we did the
codfish
best
and
one.
persil, and it's like super good. I mean, that's one of the classical recipes in Spain.
And I love it.
They're super good. You can add, if you don't have anything, just a hard-boiled egg. Mushrooms, super good with mushrooms, okay?
Eggs, mushrooms, cheese.
Different types of cheeses, so you just add the flavor into it. What is tricky is how to make first the dough that you have seen how to be done, and especially the texture of it.
It's very, look at,
And then, hold it, and then what's coming now, which is the crust. How we do the crust is the special thing.
yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
take a look at
It goes, it doesn't stick to the
pan.
Right, so that's it. Okay, so what do we do here? Croquettes are a super pain to work. So the traditional thing that we used to do before is we put this in a pan, right? And then you put it here. So something like this or bigger.
Hold on, wait.
Right?
Yes.
And with 2 spoons, you start spooning it off and making the croquettes. But that's
The old-fashioned way. Forget
the
it.
old-fashioned way. We don't do that anymore like that. So what do? We put it. This is a tetra brick from milk. You can get whatever.
Edit.
And this is una manga pastelera.
How do you call this? You know, decorate the cakes. How do you call this thingy? Another thingy.
It's not a
Wait, Stan, hold it still so I can show it.
This is not a thingy. This is a super useful thing.
Okay, but hold it still means don't move it. it's pastry bag. Thank you, Abby.
Yeah, you know, Abby is intelligent.
Abby, I love it. It's like you always give us a perfect kitchen sleeve.
Maybe.
Kitchen sleeve.
Yeah,
What?
kitchen sleeve. Una manga pastelera.
Okay. Okay. Either way,
So whatever you use, it's not a thingy. It's a very useful thing. You put it inside the tetra brick, right? And you spoon it. I mean, maybe I need you.
hold on. Wait.
No, it's fine. It's
Can you let me hold it?
Yeah.
Peeping bag, pastry tube.
Yeah. Peeping bag also.
Okay, Suzanne. Okay.
All right. So
Has 1,000 names, I guess.
So some names, but it's the same thing. We've got a.
We know what we're talking about.
Oh, man.
That means holy cow. Look.
Look, I'm not going to throw this away, so you don't.
Oh, we're
see
not throwing
anything.
that.
It was super clean. Mr. Proper cleaned it.
Mr. Proper is me.
Right. So what do? You leave it here, right, to rest for a while.
Okay, so it should be resting there.
It should be resting.
Cool down a little bit.
Yeah. When we finish,
So-
might show you what's going on with that.
So the thing is that you should leave it in there for an hour, more or less.
That one is very thick, so it can take like 15, 10 minutes,
So
whatever.
you need to wait because it has to settle.
Yeah.
So as we knew, we were not gonna be waiting here 15 minutes.
No.
What we have done is the next step. Okay? So let me get it
Let
out.
me introduce you to our croquettes from yesterday.
Okay. So the thing is that on oven tray,
Oven tray.
look how different your outlets are.
Right.
Sleeping. Okay.
What's the sleeping?
Instead of resting, it is sleeping.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
It can
So-
be resting or sleeping. Yeah, it should be sleeping. Yes. So this is a bit too. It's from yesterday, so it's cool and it's you can work with this.
Resting.
Resting. These have been. You can use it in 2-3 hours. It's fine. Yeah, but we.
Okay. So the thing is that with the pastry bag or whatever you call it, what you do is you make these lines or these, well, you know,
Lines.
and you let them dry a little bit. Okay. So they are right now. They're not sticky. They're just super dry. Okay. Sleeping for an hour exactly. Now the biggest problem you can have if you have this dough is that the kids
The kids and the father.
or the hot one
Was it loud
is
enough?
so good. I really like the best in the world. Here I'm always suffering, you know. I'm doing the tasting just in case it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody has to do the hard work.
Okay, so.
Sorry. So Sherry, your mama would just be slapping my hand. My wife does it too. Now because you're here, if not, she'll be like, stop it! So what are we doing?
What we are
Oh,
doing is waiting
nothing.
for you to stop talking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
we have 3 bowls,
3 bowls,
2 with flour, 1 with breadcrumbs.
right? And this is when the fussy thing
Comes.
right? What we have? Oh, we just start with this, the flour, and then this should be beaten eggs, but this is not beaten eggs.
Yes.
We are going to make it like one of my aunts used to make. And the thing is that I think this comes from the Civil War when they didn't have so many eggs, and they used like flour and water. And we have tried several things, and this is the way it works better, because what we want to get outside is a super thick
Crispy.
crust, very crispy, that keeps the croquette inside like nice and yummy, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out how much flour and water we need, but I can't tell you. So I'll just show you the texture.
The texture. Okay.
So what I do is I put water inside.
So yes, Sherry, we love these bowls. They are from Morocco. We love Morocco, and I personally love all of the white porcelain.
Well, we've got we made a how do you say that? Una excepción.
An exception.
We made an exception with these bowls.
Yeah, the thing is that they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
You're from Fez?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been to Morocco, but it's one of the countries worth visiting. So,
yeah, and the cooking is
food is so good.
Fantastic.
When we went the last time, we went with the kids, and it was super funny because at the beginning, the kids, they were like in total shock, but then they were like so okay with it, with all the noise, with the people.
They couldn't care less.
Yeah. And you know, kids, they adapt so fast. Now it's a little bit too liquid.
Maybe, yeah. But it's no problem. Right, so you see it's too liquid.
Okay, so we add a little bit of flour.
But we will add a couple of spoonfuls of flour, right? No problem.
So you put... Wow, you have cousins from the Alfasi clan.
What?
Abby, qué pasada.
From where?
From Morocco.
Oh.
You've been there, Suzanne? And isn't it a beautiful country?
It's a fantastic country. People are great.
People are great. You just have to get used to it. Because it's really a cultural shock. I mean, I think it's...
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, also very noisy. Maybe not as noisy. Right, so this is the texture. And it's much cheaper because for so many croquettes, you would need like easily a dozen eggs.
But no eggs required.
No eggs required. We try it. It was a bit accepted because my mother makes them with eggs and she doesn't know I make it like this.
So you see the texture? How
Texture.
creamy. This is just flour, a pinch of salt,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
But it has to be well beaten, right? So you don't want any lumps or anything here. And let's add some salt. What happens?
no. So we went to one day to Gibraltar, to Tangier, and they got all sick.
Oh yes, you have to be careful. Yes, that's true.
Well, Portugal, we love Portugal. We went like 3 years ago to Portugal. It was so beautiful.
It's great. It's
I mean,
great.
it's
Oh.
a beautiful, beautiful country. The food, the people,
Yeah, we went
your
to
history.
Oporto. We went
to the
Lisboa.
Algarve.
Yes, Lisboa and the Algarve. But we
Ah.
went by car.
Yeah, we drove from here. It was fantastic.
Okay, so
And-
here comes
Okay.
the messy part.
So,
We
do you want to start with this, or should we go first for a wine?
Let's do like 3 or 4.
Okay.
And then we heat the oil, and then we go for 1, right?
Yeah. Okay. So yes, little kid's asking, dollar, give me dollars. Yeah, that's Morocco.
Oh yeah, that's Morocco.
So, I will for sure check that Portuguese Bordello Pinheiro.
What's that?
I don't know. We'll find. They'll have recipes. So. Okay. I think we are back. Hopefully we're back. You know, remember that we told you that it's way too hot? Well, it's way so hot that the iPhone has collapsed. We don't know. I mean, okay. So sorry for that. We're back. So after we put the croquettes, you cut the croquettes, you give them a little shape into here. Sorry for the cat.
Yeah, sorry for the cat. You don't go crazy about the shape, right?
Yeah, because you will reshape them later.
Yeah, we will shape. I mean,
So first thing, they go into the flour.
yeah, right.
Okay.
So I've got like
Then.
a few. Then you put in here
You put it into the liquid.
the liquid. It will get thicker as you put new croquettes in because they've got flour. So what you have to do is add more water. But don't worry, I mean, just don't go crazy.
Try to always have the same consistency in the.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can just use egg, huh? Right. Don't.
But the thing is that This crust is so good.
So generally what happens is that one person does the flour and
The liquid part.
liquid part, and another person does the breadcrumbs, right? But as we have one person holding the camera and the other person doing the sticky thing, we'll just go with this.
Ya, ¿no?
Sí, yo creo que voy a hacer.
Okay, let's just make this 6.
Okay, let's make 6.
Okay.
I will clean my hands because otherwise.
So, first, plain flour. No, the liquid margarita. If you don't want to do this, then you can do eggs, but don't do both of them.
No, both.
It's either the flour with the water or the eggs, right? So first, flour, then flour with water and a little bit of salt, and then the breadcrumbs.
Right. So what you do? You move it.
It's a little bit messy, as we said.
It's messy. It's quite messy.
So that's what we only do them once in a while, but we do like 300, 400.
And then we freeze them.
Yes, by the way, croquettes freeze super well.
Super well. Right? So, right, this
Yeah.
is okay.
And now is when you give them a little bit of shape.
A little bit. So this is one.
And then you put them on the tray.
Right. Try both ways. Try with the mixture of water and flour and salt, and try them with egg, and then you choose whatever you want to have. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Kitchen is like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you finish that, let me go for the wine. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I only have. Okay, so let me get you all up here. Okay, I think we're back on.
We are back on. So yeah.
So hopefully now, I mean, really, it's so hot today that the telephone is like going crazy. Okay, so let's go for the wine. Let's get some cool down here. Empieza a poner eso súper caliente para hacerlo rápido. ¿Sí? Okay, so what wine are we having today? Embrujada. We are back! Sorry, you were having so much trouble today. Well, if it's not one thing, it's the other. So, would you please hold it so they can see it? Because I need to turn the camera around to show. Okay, here we go. Wait, there we go. So, we are going to have embrujada, which means bewitched. Okay. Let's get it. They don't see it. Hold it, turn around. Aye, there we go. Aha, much better selection. Navarra, D.O. Navarra, and it's oak from 2019. So super good. We're gonna give it a try. What we're doing right now is we are warming up the olive oil, or we're going the sunflower oil.
Sunflower oil.
Okay, because we don't do it. You don't fry with olive oil. You fry.
We fry with normal.
With frying.
Sunflower oil.
Yeah, which is super normal and basic, and that's it. Okay.
You can fry with olive oil if you want, right? But
Well,
I
it's
don't think
true.
it's worth it.
No.
Try, I'll get it off.
Okay. Sorry for all the trouble
Sorry for
today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Something is going on with
With the telephone.
the telephone.
Maybe the telephone is telling me, change me, buy the new edition.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, do you want to tell us? The Wi-Fi is bad, and that side of the kitchen stay by the window, maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Let's stay by the window.
we'll stay by the window. Thank you!
Better here? Come. We'll
No. Stay there. Okay. We're back! Yay! So we were just...
This is a bit stressful.
It is, I'm super stressed right now. I'm like... My telephone is burning, so maybe if you start seeing flames or smoke, it is because
Maybe
of
you
this.
have to change.
Yeah, maybe I have to change the telephone. Well, this
It
one is a bit
doesn't
stressed.
matter. That's life.
So everybody, salud.
Let's see.
Let's see how this one is. Well,
Okay.
it's okay.
Maybe good for the croquettes, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's strong. It's quite strong, so. Yes, I think we need some wine to calm down.
Yeah, well, take it easy. Don't drink it all. It's cold. I mean, we made it cold because we like it cold in the summer. You drink it, whatever. Right, so,
Okay.
important thing.
So
apart
let
from
me put
drinking
the wine out.
One important thing we have to do for the croquettes is...
Almost too early in California for wine.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
So the thing is that the oil, as we said, we have sunflower oil. We don't have olive oil to fry because it's too flavorful. So this one is much plainer. It has to be super hot.
Very hot.
So
another thing is 150. It's not enough.
Not
It has
enough?
to be at least 180 degrees Celsius. So Fahrenheit.
I don't know. 180 Celsius is very hot.
No, very hot is not an indication in weather.
Well, it's one of those things. How hot is as hot as you can? Yeah.
No, let me get it. Let me...
So sorry for all this trouble. It's like, I hate when technology is not on our side. But
360.
360 Fahrenheit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, I think we can...
We can do it. Hold it. Wait. Let me
So
turn the
it's
camera
180.
100. Hold it. So as you see, it is
Hot.
hot.
Oops. Let's make 4.
It smells so good. Ok, vamos a sacar un platillo para presentación. So you just need them to get golden.
Yeah, the thing is that if they are frozen, you have to wait a bit more, but these are just made, so. When I was younger, it was quite typical that people had croquettes for dinner
Yeah.
when we were kids, but I think not
Not anymore. I mean, but this was like a daily type of thing. Obviously, as you can imagine, that's not healthy at all. Now people, you eat it in special occasions, like Christmas, when you get all with all the nieces and all the nephews.
Oh, when you go to a bar.
Oh, you go to a bar. I mean, in bars, there's like a whole repertoire of croquettes everywhere around Spain that you can give it a try. So it's like really amazing.
What is super fun is change the flavors. Like use a special kind of cheese, use a special kind of ham, use whatever you've got in the fridge. Try.
Yeah, give it a try. I mean, you can be as crazy as you want.
As you want, yes.
Okay, so these croquettes are more or less done. So
This is the color you want. And the only secret to frying croquettes, the only one, is to make the oil very hot.
So really the oil has to be super mega hot. Then we like to put them on a kitchen paper.
Yeah.
So it's just, they lose a little bit of the,
Yeah, so they are not so greasy.
yeah. I mean, not that they're not greasy at all, but I know the woman who doesn't get burned, touch them with her hands.
When you cook, use your hands. Use your hands, they transmit love. All the rest is like...
Okay, so here we have our 4 croquettes. Abres una, do you open one?
Yes,
So,
but this has to do with the knife.
now you are like, oh, I'm gonna get burned now.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
Okay, so we lost the kids to come.
The kids will come in the moment they see. So take a look inside.
You see the crust? That's the idea, that the crust is thick.
At Pepa y Pepe in Malaga. So, yeah, very good. Don't move it.
¿Quién Pepe? ¿Quién es Pepe y Pepe?
It's a bar in Malaga. Okay,
That's all. That's very simple.
so that's pretty much our
Pretty much all about croquettes.
croquettes at this crazy moment of
what you can do is
Stress.
just stick it together and put it. I mean, and
Make
and
one
upload
video out of it.
Yes, make one video out of it.
So-
So nice to have you home. I hope you try this.
Thank you so much. As you know, all of these tours are tip supported. So if you want to leave us a tip, our tip jar, it's right there. It's a PayPal account. So thank you very much for your tips. I will answer some of the questions
You
here.
can answer them now
Okay.
if you want.
I asked them about and said that they use, okay, leftovers, yeah.
Yes,
Jamón ibérico, that's what we're using today.
yeah, use the leftovers.
So yes. So thank you everybody.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful week. On Tuesday, I'm going to be visiting a winery, Caudelia Winery, which
Nice.
is super beautiful, family run, great people. So that's what is going to happen on Tuesday, and that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Our friends, have a wonderful week.
Ciao.
The PayPal link it's in the feed, in the text of this of the previous
Of the previous
of the
video.
first video that is already uploaded. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.